Good morning, students. Welcome to the history class. Welcome to the history class. Hope you are keeping fine at home. Okay, let's come to our discussion. Today, the point of our discussion is occupation. Under the lesson about the Mesopotamian civilization, we are discussing about the people of Mesopotamia and their occupation. What was their occupations? So occupations means the work of livelihood. Work of livelihood. That means to make their livelihood, make their living, they have to work. So what are the work they were doing in the Mesopotamian civilization? So, number one was agriculture. We remember what is the meaning of Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia means land between the two rivers. Land between the two rivers. And so, naturally, if the two rivers are draining a particular area, a particular land, and then you can surely imagine that how the land forms is there. What is the forms of land? What types of soil is present over there? Naturally, it is alluvial soil because a lot of silt and humus are brought down the hill by the rivers. What are the two rivers? What are the two rivers? River Tigris and Euphrates. River Tigris and Euphrates. Due to that, the land was very fitting for agricultural work. And when the agricultural work is there, plenty of crops grown. What are the crops grown here? Everything is there. I am not going to tell you exactly what line by line, but I will tell you that what are the, you need to surely you in your free time you should read this. So agricultural work was there. So when they had plenty of things to grow, so they had not only for themselves, for others also. So there was a trade. So there was a trade relationship. There was a trade. Besides the agricultural product, they were also selling, they were trading other goods. So their agriculture was many. Okay, so here it is barley, wheat, maize, a lot of fruits, and all that was grown by the spices. Even the spices, grapes, variety of herbs and spices were grown, cultivated. They also domesticated. Naturally, where there is agriculture, so domestication of the animals is part of it, part of agricultural activities. So they were also domesticating animals. They were using animals for plowing and drawing the carts, transporting goods, and so they were also domesticated animals. So that is about the agricultural work. They also built the dikes, aqueducts. All these are the drainage system. What is a dike? A long wall or embankment, a bandh, we call it, embankment built to prevent flooding. So wherever, especially if you go to the Bihar and all that, they are plain. The areas are plain. If the water comes from there, overflows, it will cover whole area. So they used to make the embankment check, so that flood water will not pass this side and not wash away the things. That is called the dikes. Aqueducts are the canals, small canals. We have got the aqueducts here to drain this side, this field. When they grow rice, their paddy they grow. Then they need water. So water is brought from the Masanjor Dam through the aqueducts and canals. Aqueducts and big canals are big drainage system, way to come water, bring water is called canal, and small ones are called aqueducts. Aqueducts, aqua means water and aqueduct, therefore. They invented ox-drawn plow. They had the plow. That is about the agricultural one. They had their irrigation system. Next one is the pottery. Pottery is another occupation, important occupation of Mesopotamian civilizations. So the utensils, pots and utensils and the fingers, the fingerings from the civilization site were found. So pots and potteries, you know that all the earthenwares were made. Next one is the art and craft. Art and craft. There were paintings, drawings, and craft, like the masons, the carpenters, the basket makers. All those they come under the crafts. So many people got many types of occupations for their living. Another thing was the after art and craft, we have got the trade. So all these were not for their personal use, limited use. They were making so abundant that they were buying and selling. These art and crafts were given sold to different parts of the world as well. So we have got the seal. Seals are found in Indus Valley. In Indus Valley, the same seals of Mesopotamia are found also in Indus Valley. That means they were having a trade relationship between the Mesopotamian civilization and Indus Valley civilization. That is good. Next one is the trade. That is what? The trade. They were also trading with the West Asian countries. So, lapis, lazuli, these are the precious stones, jewelries. They were used in jewelries, and that was bought from Afghanistan. This stone eventually became the distinguishing feature of the Mesopotamian art and jewelry work. So this is about their occupation. Next one is the art and architecture. Art and architecture. Down that below point I have written art and architecture. This art and the same. So the building work. How they were building their houses, buildings, bridges, roads, all they come under the architectural department. So, besides the agriculture, other occupations, art and architecture also was part of it. So, art and architectures were very important. Sculptures, painted figures were also made on the clay tablets. Goats, rams, bulls, lions, as well as other creatures of both animal and humans were the forms of art. The priests and worshippers all were one. You can see the picture here. They were engraved this art. See the head of a lady or the queen, and the body is of the bull, strong bull. See that. Architecture. The most significant contribution of the Mesopotamian civilization is in the field of architecture. The method of building. How they were building. They introduced the architecture such as the arches. Arches were this is called arches. Building, this is called arches. So arches, and then these are arches, or simple arches. They will make this arches. This is called arches. It's not we have our doors. They are flat. They are straight like this. No, it is arches were made. Then there were also dooms. Okay. Okay, this is called doom, and it's called arches, and then also there were columns, that is called columns. So on the nice art. architecture. These are part of the art and architecture. So we have got the pillars, so columns, column. This is column, this is dome and arches. Okay, so these are the architectural work of the Mesopotamian civilization. So this is all I wanted to make. Next one is the ziggurat. Another one is the art, high level temple work. They were built on the stage, step by step raised platform. They were ziggurat. That was called ziggurat, where temple of the god and goddesses were built. God and goddesses of the built. In the Mesopotamian civilization, we find the hanging garden built by King Nebuchadnezzar. Who built this hanging garden on the pillars and steps and raised building for his wife Amethys, because she hailed from the mountain region. To give her that experience of mountainous, King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon built a hanging garden. This is the one of the 7 wonders of the world in 600 BCE. Hope you know all this BCE. And so this is very, very famous nowadays. And so we have seen all these things in our lives also, hanging garden. So all these are multi-level terraces supported by columns, arches and domes. Okay, so these are the part of the architectural work. In next class we will see about the religion of the Mesopotamian civilization. Okay, thank you.